everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog where we will begin the tear down on the project van. So today we're going to accomplish two things. We're going to take off the front door, the one that's damaged, the passenger door, and replace it with a new door. And we're going to clean just the cab part of the van because it is so filthy and so bad that it's a biohazard. So we're going to have to just give it a clean. This is just a light clean, just to clear a lot of the just horribleness away, so we can work in the van, so to speak, because I need to get on the floor. We will need to take the seats out, but we'll deal with that another time. So in the meantime, we just want to give it a basic clean so that it's just, you know, workable, bearable, so to speak. So that's what we're going to achieve today. But before we start, quick message from this week's sponsor. I wanted to speak to you just very briefly about our sponsor for today, and that is Ultimate Car Check. With the price of cars rising rapidly, that's in the second-hand market, it is absolutely vital for you to ensure that you're buying a car for the value that it's meant to be worth. And the only way you can do that is by checking the car to make sure that the car hasn't had any previous history that could be detrimental to its value. And that's where Ultimate Car Check comes into play. So, how does it work? Well, Ultimate Car Check is a check-in service which allows consumers to verify a vehicle's identity and check important vehicle information such as outstanding finance, insurance write-off, etc. And especially useful when buying a used car. Okay, so let's take a look at the Golf GTE. So we can see that it's failed, and the reason why is because it's been written off. We can see the date when it's been written off. We can even see the tax status of the vehicle. Tax runs out in 17 days. Extended ID check allows us to be able to verify the VIN information that's on the vehicle. We can type it in here, click on verify VIN. It will tell us if that's the correct VIN of the vehicle. We can see when the vehicle next needs to be serviced, if we're going to go down the main dealer road. We can also see some information about the vehicle, technical information. So here we've got the battery information, we've got some performance stats of the vehicle here. We can also see information in relation to how much the vehicle will be worth if you were to buy it, if it was straight tax information, and then finally the alerts that we've seen at the top. And all of this then all ends in our MOT history check, so we can see the history of the vehicle, when the MOT is about to expire, and the mileage that was recorded at the last MOT. So all of this information is available at your fingertips, and of course once you pay for the report, it remains in your dashboard for you to review at a later date. So to take advantage of this great service from the Ultimate Car Check, click on the description below and use the coupon Cars for Paul, which is in the description below, and you'll get 10% off any checks that you use on their website. Right, so day one. Now, I don't normally do this bit until sometime after the cleaning up process, but we're going to do this first because, well, it's pretty bad, the van, and because I'm going to be working on the doors and everything and in close proximity, well, it makes sense to sort this out now. So we're going to give the van a good hoover, and then after that we're going to take the seats out. So we're going to clean up all the dashboard. So at the moment it's just riddled with dust, as you can see, and then this place will be a little bit more respectful, and I'm going to clear up all the rubbish, the old radio, everything, collect it all up and take it all down to the dump. That's the real motive reason why. But all of this dust, it's just really dusty. We'll give it a good old clean with the hoover, and it should look a million times better in here. So this is what it looks like now, and we'll see what it looks like once we've done. Okay, so we've just had a quick cleanup of the car. This is just a first pass. Call it first clean. It's going to need a much more thorough clean than what we've given it here. But the carpets come out better. They're still dirty, very dirty. All I've done here is just hoover it. We still need to wash these carpets out, and we'll do that. I just wanted to get all the surface, the loose stuff out the way because it was just really grimy and horrible. I'm going to have a little bash at that. But I had to go at the door, and the door's come up really good actually. So let me just show you in comparison. This is the driver's door that I've had a go at, and as you can see, the bolster here, which is really grimy, has come up nice and clean, and the door has come up. This is just using Auto Finesse's APC, which is brilliant. If you want some, look at my Amazon store, you'll get it there. Auto Finesse do a really good product range. But this is the driver's door. Let me show you the passenger door. And there's a passenger door. Clear difference. You can definitely see that, can't you? That's what the driver's door looked like. And now the driver's door looks like this. So much better. Right, okay, so I'm gonna carry on attacking this for a while. In fact, I'm gonna have a little go at this here. So that's what that looks like now, and this is what it looks like after a bit of a clean. Much better. That's just literally hand cleaning, that is. That's not even using the machine yet. So much different. So there's a lot of hope for this van yet. Like I said, it is just cosmetics with this van. So I think this is going to clean up well. Anyway, let's carry on. Okay, so already with just our first pass on the van and the dashboard, it's looking so much better. And that, like I said, is just our first pass. We haven't even began to clean, or we haven't begun to clean this van yet. Okay, let's go and work on the door. Right, door removal time. So we're going to remove the door card. On Citroens, they're pretty straightforward. There's a few screws on the side. There's some grapple, you know, the plastic lugs. They are guaranteed to break, but because they break so often, you can get a pack, which I'm going to get. And then we've got to take off this facial here. Underneath here, there'll be two T30 Torques. These are T20s. I've taken them off already. Then we take this off, and literally this will just come off like that. And then once we get this off, then the card should lift out, and then we should see what's going on underneath. So door card is off, but what are those? I can tell you what that is. This is an improvised speaker system by the electrician. And you can tell it's an electrician because look how neat that joint is. Some of you may wish to differ, but by the fact that it's all done like that, the electrician's put his own speakers in there, and there are some speakers in there. So I'm not sure what's going on with the stock speaker, but we're certainly going to find out, because if anything, we really want to keep that, because that's going to give a better sound, since this is supposed to be an infinity system, so it's an upgrade system, than the cheap nasty stuff that's in that pocket there. So we'll see if we can get that working. Okay, let me tell you where we are with the door. So we have stripped the pins out. So these pins just knock in and out, which is a real pain because you got to do the same to get them back in again, but should be okay. So we just got to knock that one out, knock that one up, and then the door will come off. But before we do that, we're going to strip the mirror, and we want the door connected. So that we could get the electric window down and disconnect that first. So we need to drop the window first, and then we'll disconnect it. Once we get the window disconnected, because there's no window in the new van, we can then unbolt the electric motor. So let's do that now. Okay, got the doors off. That's the old door, that's the new door. Slight pain in the neck issue, but we can deal with it. So here, the wiring loom, we've got the window stuff for the electric windows. On the new door, we don't have that. So we've got to take the wiring off, and where it becomes painful is because we've got to unclip the door lock. So it means we have to undo the door lock just to get the wiring loom off so we can unclip it. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. It's just that issue. So we'll get the door. What I might do is soft fit the door first. No, we need to take the wiring off first, really. Right, let's do that. Let's get the wiring off. For the smart people who watch this vlog, I'm sorry, but you would have seen me do something wrong. Can you figure out what it was? Yeah, I put the cable in the wrong way around. I should have put it in from the handle, from there first. So I've got to do it again. This time we'll do it right. Okay, door all dressed, motor back in, and we've got the correct wiring in this time, all done up. So now we just got to rehang the door and test it to make sure it works. Right, we'll fit the glass in and then we will yeah, check everything works. Simple as that. Okay, so that's it for this week. Next week we will be dealing with the back door, and then the cleanup will begin in earnest. There's a few little gremlins, electronic gremlins, that we're going to need to deal with, such as the door actuator on the passenger side. It keeps on clicking on and off the central locking every time you shut the door, so I think there might be a problem with the lock, but we've got the old lock, so we can just replace that. So side door next week, and that's going to be very interesting because there is no tutorials on how to do that, so we'll be doing this one vlog. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe down here, click on the bell notification so that you're notified whenever we release a new video, and we will see you next week.